practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we shred a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No piece, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'ma go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They brain got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe. Connected from Cali to New York, niggas, so let it go. Pay for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke until your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch is true. It ain't a gang. These niggas lame. Stay bring the shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in the range. We ain't the same. Point the easy hands, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through fire. Bring your aim. Tell him running, try his best. Drive a car, Nancy. That's why I'm in the next. Lame niggas pretending. I ain't break the sweat. Number one in every got me around my flat. Lord is not the God that it is. So when I die, coming back for my spot. So forever I'm top 3. Tell him to watch this. Canada with the mop stick. You gon' need a defense alignment like this. On point when I'm bomb shit. Not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog. It is not miss. They can see that my mind's sick. I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. My touch is diamond. Tell the bitch that I'm godsend. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another gun. Head now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas. We burn the crib. I'm ahead now. And I hope they can hear now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga. I don't fear clown. Silence just make it sound like raindrop. That's a quiet storm. Get the job done, then the view would get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war. I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex. That's why I am armed. Shouldn't live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through this shit so ever. I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, Billy man, shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
When Eve did the Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swinging high like stamps, and I can't let no hope to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, so they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert, another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't thinking it's an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers can they spin, I ain't listening, it's effective. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. As who run this shit, but their question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be too daddy, bet I be the last nigga standing. Doing life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand it. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young boy. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raise up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody won't be with you, Porter. God hit him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Leave Alvo. A certified rubber ass nigga, I am not outside. Yeah, this the river court. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville. You feel your boy. Still live up on my bread till I think that's all that I do. The way I get it for a louse, they gon' stop to call it Elroy. Fuck the game. Pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Trap exempt.
Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers. Because we really, really need you.
Hey, Shalom, Charlotte, can y'all hear me? Oh, my bad, I got that.
Kan, ja, shikata.
Shalom, Shkita.
Check, mic check. Can you hear us from Fayetteville? Sound to
Can I-
what, Fayetteville?
I hear you just fine.
To water, no sweat.
Y'all can hear me good?
Con, you twat.
Con. Salaga, so you ready out of one?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Most high in Christ. So I'm just go ahead and just give it to you out of one.
Son of Christ. Check. Shalom, Akim. Everybody to what? Turn this mic up for me just a little bit, boy.
Con, hold that 12, sir.
I clap it up. I get a little hand, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Once again, we're the Isupk. Started 1 West on the main. The main. Con, yeah. That's someone here. Most High in Christ. Once again, we're the Isupk. Started 1 West, 125th Street, Hall, New York, operating up under Command and Junior Hunter. You know what I'm saying? We are not affiliated with anyone. The Isupk is solely responsible for making sure that the Black, Hispanics, Native Indians know their identity and also know the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is that Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian are God's chosen people according to the scriptures. You understand? There is nothing more imperative on the time that we live in right now that we wake up and understand our culture and where we come from as a nation of people. And we are investing in time. If we invest in time in things like America, just trust and believe we are missing the mark in this nation here. You know what I'm saying? So right now we gonna get into like give me some of them hot topics. And Lord willing, Captain Nye thought come on in and rock it in for tonight's and Isupk. So we just try to hold it down till you get here. So I just like to go over like the hot topics and what we've seen in the earth, and you know what I'm saying, maybe get some scriptures on it and get into it, Baba Kushal. So Yana's
I got one, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, the Future and Sierra topic. I'm not sure if everybody's tracking, but remember when Future and Sierra were together, they had a baby, had a little son, and Future got with Russell Wilson, who's a pretty square football player guy, opposite of Future. Don't sip lean, don't talk about trapping. He's a Christian guy. Sierra, and Sierra Russell Wilson be in church taking pictures, and all the girls like, what prayer did you pray Sierra to get Russell Wilson?
Relationship goals.
Yeah, relationship goals. What prayer was that? All to find out that Future just released his new song that he's still having sex with Sierra and been having sex with her since she's been with Russell Wilson. So with that being said, all that church baptism and having prayer about to write a book and all that stuff about relationships, come to find out, that's a joke. All that was a lie. And Future's not so, I guess he ain't the bad guy after all. because that was his wife at first until Russell Wilson slept with her. So these Christians got a lot of explaining to do. I thought Sierra Russell Wilson was the last hope for black women.
Good night. So you mean to tell me that Future still smashing on C? That what he said? Good night. But it also shows you how destroyed we are as a nation of people, man. How the fundamentals of America will have us so destroyed and trying to, follow the trends, if I may. You understand? It is natural for a sister to want to have that foundation of stability, if I may, without all the riffraff that's going on. But you also got to remember, this is also a sister that went after the man who knows he's involved with a lot of other females. So if we know the truth, right? How do we attack this knowing the truth according to the scriptures? Based on what Officer Kowal just said. How do we attack this for our people to learn in this situation like this? For the brothers, for the Akim, and for the Awakian, for the sisters as well. Come on, what we got? Anybody? How do we attack it? How do we talk about it to the people? Do we go into adultery, fornication? Man having more than one wife? How do we attack this to the streets?
Salaki, sir.
Come on with it.
Come on. If I may, I would probably take the multiple wives approach only because this is another situation where it's a big mess and it looks crazy and everything. And
I think your mic cut out, Thabo One.
Come on. I think that mic went out. Salaki, sir. What I was saying was I would go with that approach because families are being split up and all this mess and everything, when really at the end of the day, if I'm not mistaken, the reason, like the reasoning Sierra gave for why she didn't want to deal with Future was because of the other baby mothers he has and him being with other women. But if we were raised in a society that actually went by the laws of God, you know what I'm saying, it would have been a given from the beginning that this brother, he's not sinning by doing that. He can have as many women as he wants. He can have as many wives as he wants. You know what I'm saying? So there would be no recourse for her to go be with Russell because the whole world would look at her like, yo, you're an adulteress if you leave this man for some silliness like that. Salaki.
There you go. Most High in Christ. Give him a hand. You know what I'm saying?
Salaki, sir.
Come on with it, Shabayala.
Salaki. This is Officer Baez, sir.
Oh, Baez. Come on, Salaki.
But also the adultery too for the brothers, that if you see a woman and she already got a man, we don't care about that Christian term of wanting to have a marriage license and all of that boyfriend and girlfriend. We don't care about none of that. If this sister's having sex with some dude, that's her husband, and leave that woman alone, man. That's his wife.
Right. And the thing is, as brothers, we see sisters oftentimes, and the first thing they say is, well, I'm single. I'm single. Con, sis, are you having sex with somebody? Yeah, y'all get that for me. If a sister lay down with a man, she is endowed to be his wife. The sister would be like, I'm single. Ain't nobody put no what? Ain't nobody put no ring on it. Why the whole time, if she's laying down and having sex with a man, if the same brothers say, well, she say, well, he ain't put no ring on it. If that man goes and have a conversation with another sister in front of her face, or she hears about it, he's getting Clorox put on his clothes.
Salaki.
Come on with it.
I got that scripture. I'm out of one Salaki.
Come on, brother.
Khan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her.
So do this for me, Baba Kushal, so we get this. Somebody give me the definition of entice. What does it mean for a man to entice a woman, if I may? What does it mean to entice a sister? Because oftentimes we overlook these words and they don't become real to us. We become miseducated in how we understand what's actually in these scriptures. So you got it for me, Bunky?
Come on, sir.
Come on.
According to Merriam-Webster, the word entice is a verb To attract artfully.
To what?
To attract
To
artfully.
attract artfully. So what does that mean? Look, at brother smiling. So when you attract something artfully, what is this saying? It's a skill to it, huh? It's a skill to actually attract a woman, huh? It's a skill to how you speak to a sister. You know what I'm saying? How you smell, how you present yourself, the type of character that you have. See, in Isupk, the one thing that we have to stand up on first is being a righteous man first. You understand? So the fact that you approach your sister with words like, hey, shalom, sis. How we speak to a sister, it ain't, cuckoo, hey, shout, you know what I'm saying? Hey, girl, you know what I'm saying? Come here, you know what I'm saying? La. It's the way you would, you know what I'm saying, how to execute the skill of attracting a woman, right? Finish reading that definition, bunker, y'all.
Con the one con. To attract artfully.
Artfully. Whether you come on to it like, whether you got a nice voice like Baaz up there, hey, he got that South Carolina accent, you know what I'm saying? That accent thing that he got. Yeah, she go to smile and so, hey, shalom, sis. You sound like Billy D. Williams, Barry White. Or you get the singing to it like Officer Quadon. Officer Quadon used to be on that singing on the TikTok and the Instagram. What do you call it? What y'all call it on the thing? When you your DMs, that what you know, I'm old, you know what I'm saying? The DMs, Quadon DM full, enticing with words, how he look, how he smell, how he carries himself. All those things you got to remember, brother Akim, women are attracted to. You understand? Read on, brother.
Or adroitly, or by arousing hope or desire.
What are you doing to her? You see, brothers got to understand when you come around and you carry yourself and you have certain accomplishments in life, you begin to arouse hope in a woman. Just like who? Just like a father would. A father walks through a house, you know what I'm saying, walk through his door. His daughters are at attention, trying to get his attention because they're trying to see, oh, daddy, look what I did today. You understand? So when you talk about a man, a woman being attracted to a man, she's looking at this man's character and in hopes that guess what? It's gonna be all right. If I give myself to this man, I know what type of man he is. You know what I'm saying? He gonna look out for him. He gonna make sure I'm okay. He's a little different than everybody else, but it's something about that man. You understand? A woman can you believe this or not, Akim? A woman is designed to love one man. You understand? She's designed to give that box to one man. She gonna see other men that kind of pique her interest, and depending on she a whore or not, she may get out there and get loose. But she'll always have that one man. She remember. The sisters, y'all tap in and tell me if I'm lying. Sister got that one. It's something about that one man that just what they call it. He just does it for me, if I may. Right? Sisters, tell me if I'm lying. Finish reading that Shabayala. Ba Salaki.
Khan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16.
Go ahead.
And if a man entice a maid,
if he entice a maid, if he give this woman hope, if he's skilled in his approach and his sisters and what she sees about him, she's enticed. She's like, damn, he's been game, girl. I ain't never had nobody say nothing like that to me. Come on.
Salaki out of one. That's heavy. In that definition, it says adroitly. I got the definition for that. Adroit is an adjective having or showing skill, cleverness, or resourcefulness in handling situations.
Skill. Brother, let me tell you something. Ain't no brother more skilled than the brothers that's in the Isupk. You understand me? Let me tell you something. Y'all brothers are resourceful. Y'all brothers, every brothers in here know how to entice a woman, but we also should understand the responsibilities of having that woman once you entice that woman as well. You got something, Quadon? Come on.
Come on, Con. That's so heavy too. If you think about it, like it's a skill. Whenever you play a game, you gotta have a skill. So that's how you know that's our speak. Because when we say we hollering at a sister, We spitting game.
You spitting game.
So that's that skill that we using to get that sister's attention to
Right.
entice that sister.
God.
Salaki.
That's you enticing it. Give a brother a hand. So if the brothers that are out there that are using skill to entice a sister, right? Spitting that game to it, that's what the scripture is saying. So we understand. So if a brother is enticing a sister or spitting game to her, or you know what I'm saying, or give her those sweet words of encouragement, or those sweet words of hope, you understand? Read on.
That is not betrothed.
She's what?
That is not betrothed.
So while you spin this game, the first thing we have to understand as men, you have to make sure that she is not betrothed. Meaning what? What does betrothed mean, Baba Kushar?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Promise to someone else.
She's not promised to somebody else. You know, we talk about scripturally, like this was the thing that we understood. Like then, she at this point, and this sister, she don't have her eyes on anybody else. You understand? Like she's not listening to everybody. She just a sister that maybe just ain't bumped into a man that's seen her attractive before. Or the family back then, you know what I'm saying? These things we knew, okay, this is my son. I want to possibly have my son go up and, you know what I'm saying, get one of LeBron's daughters. These are the things that we would say. Hey, go up there to your such and such over there in Durham and talk to, you know what I'm saying, Thaba One gonna hook you. He gonna tell you to go down there across the street and get with this sister. Like that. So if you meet a sister that's not a betrothed, right? Read on.
And lie with her.
And do what?
And lie with her.
Come on.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
So we going right back to what Salaki Kawal was saying earlier. If we understand the spiritual bonds that happen between a man and a woman, you should never touch a woman that already belongs to another man in the first damn place.
Go on. Salaki, sir.
Come on with it.
Salaki, sir. Cap is in, sir.
All right, Most High in Christ. And with that, I'm gonna turn the class over to preaching prophet of 13,000, Captain 9,000.
Shalom Akim. Shalom Akwa. Thumb. Yeah, Shai. So where we at?
Officer Kawal was going over a hot topic that's in the news. I went on the news with black news anyway. The shade room. We was talking about how Future had put that he may have had sex with his old flame, even though she was married to Russell Wilson. And we was going over in Exodus, if a man is, you know what I'm saying, if he entice a woman and she's but not betrothed, she become his wife.
Okay.
Come on, sir.
Okay, no sweat. All right. So you did you go over that you're not supposed to even go back to her? Give me Deuteronomy. I think Deuteronomy what? 4:17. Hold on. I'm again. Tab 1. I expecting that brother from the Bahamas to come on too. Just keep an eye on the ground.
Oh, you already sent the link, sir?
No, I already sent him it.
Come on, sir.
All right. So give me what you call it again. I think it's Deuteronomy 4. All right. So we all know that would be considered what? Adultery, right? That would be considered what? Grounds for when you what? All right. For divorce. You understand? If that's what you say in the future did, that's full out, you know what I mean? Russell, what's his name? Westbrook?
Wilson, sir.
Yeah, Russell Wilson should, you know what I mean? He should not take that trash back.
Salaki, I don't want. You talking about Deuteronomy, the 24th chapter?
Yeah, I think it's either the 4th or 24th.
It says, when a man have taken a wife and married her, And it come to pass that she found no favor in his eyes, because he had found some uncleanness in her. Then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house.
Right. So that how it was when?
During the time of Moses, sir. So like,
Right. So it do we come on?
I think the one you
verse 2.
3 and 1.
And
No,
and when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
Kodam, give me 1 minute. Officer Baz.
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
I think it might be Jeremiah 3 and 1.
No, hold that. But I want this.
Okay, come.
Hold that. That's the one where see land greatly polluted. Hold that.
Come, sir.
Yes, hold that. Right, Kodam. Read that verse one more time.
Come, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 2. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
She may go and be what? Another man's wife, right? So my question is, do we do that today? Is that done today?
Come.
Sure no.
No.
How does marriage just go in the UPK?
In the UPK,
You're right. That in here you marry a sister marry a brother. That's it. That's it for the rest of your life. Right? Read on Kodam.
Come. Verse 3.
And I want my precept to prove that. But Kodam, finish this off for me.
Come. Verse 3. And if the latter husband hate her and write her a bill of divorcement and give it.
Who's the latter husband?
So like you said, if I made a husband after the one that she had before this, brother.
So let's use the Russell Wilson and Future. Future would be considered what?
First.
Yes, the first. Right? Russell will be considered who?
The latter husband, sir.
The latter husband. Right? Right. Read on.
Come. And if the latter husband hate her and write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house. But if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, verse 4, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife.
So it's saying what? You're dead or you're alive. Guess what? Dead or alive, what's going to happen?
Salagi, sir, you still can't take her back.
Yeah, shalom. You understand? You cannot take her back. You understand? And the precept that you're gonna pull is the one that Baz pulled. Baz, go ahead and pull it for me now.
Come, sir. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Shall he what?
Return unto her again?
Shall he return unto her again? Right? So who is this man? In this case, who is the man that put her away?
Future, sir.
Future put her away. Future was like, you know what I mean? Good riddance. You're gone. All right? Read on.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Shall not what?
That land be greatly polluted?
That land is greatly polluted. You understand? That woman is polluted with who? With Russell Wilson. You understand? And this is what we have to, you know what I mean? These are things, you know what I mean, the Christian church fail to, you know what I mean, get organized. You know what I mean? When it comes to black relationship. You understand? They push what? In the Christian church, what do they push? Say one more time.
Salagi, sir, I was a Kowal said monogamy.
Well, yeah, I know what call mine is, but you're right, brother. But
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I was gonna say if he can't please you, then you should leave him.
Right. So what do the Christian church? What are they pushing?
Divorce.
Yeah, they push divorce. You understand? They push divorce.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Another one of their sayings is drop that zero and get you a hero.
You understand? Right? There's a book on one of the Rip show my book. Where is a book something about bombs. Oh man, I forget the name of it. You understand? The Christian church, remember what's his name? Pork chops. TD Jakes. TD Jakes. What TD Jakes told his congregation?
Salaki, if I may, sir.
Come on.
Woman, thou art loose.
Woman, thou art loose. You understand? He what? He coined that term for what? For these so-called independent what? Sisters. You know what I mean? Who have, you know what I mean, high investment in sex toys. Right? Real high investments. They don't want man, they're fully independent, right? But they still need that toy though. You know what I mean? That's why we're saying here, you go get what? You should get what? The one with the veins in it. The real thing, the real deal. But now you get it. Now there's going to have to be what? They're going to have to be some rules. You understand? And where you going to get our rules from? The rules is right here in the what? In the Bible.
That's right.
But now, if you believe in America and its constitution, guess what? You will behave just like who? Future and Russell Wilson. You understand? When this woman here is, you know what I mean, she is trasher. She should be right next to that trash can that, you know what I mean, pour outside on Wednesdays when the truck coming. You know what I mean? Just put right on the side. Take that to the dump. You know what I mean? All right. Read on any more to that Baz?
Like I said, that was pretty much it.
Give me the one where it talks about vomit. It speaks about you're going back to your vomit. Now, I want the precept that proves that we can't write no bill of divorce. What's the precept? I just somebody calling it. You all getting it?
Salaki, sir. Matthew 19:8.
Matthew 9. Read it for me. Let me hear it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 8. And Yahushua replied, Moses permitted you to divorce your wife. Wait a minute, I think I'm in the wrong.
Now that's it.
I think I'm in the wrong version though.
Okay, yeah, get that version right though. But that's
Salakia. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 8. He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so.
You understand? Like Christ laying it down. Like remember, Christ came to what? He increased it. You understand? You know what I mean, spend enough time in the Christian church, you would think what? That the laws are what? Done away with in the church. But guess what law to keep in? What law to keep?
Salaki, sir, tithe.
Yeah. And guess what Creflo Dollar had to not Creflo, yeah, it's Creflo Dollar. What Creflo Dollar had to do?
Salaki, sir, he had to come up with a new hustle.
Yeah. By saying what?
That he was wrong all this time for preaching tithes.
Yes. And the reason why he had to say that was because of what? Because he teaches his congregation what?
The law's done away with, sir.
Yeah, he taught his congregation that the laws are done away with. He taught them that. So how you can teach them the laws are done away with, but tithes is, you know what I mean, at the forefront.
That's Salakia too, sir.
Come on.
He took the governor off the tithes. He said it ain't just F the 10%. You know, he was like, we gotta stop with this 10% stuff. So now they're gonna be giving 40, 50. You remember the sermon he preached?
Yeah, that's exactly where I getting it from. You understand? Like he took it off because of what? Because he know he was being what? A hypocrite. Right. You can't tell them, I mean, the law's done away with, but you're keeping tithes. You understand? In here, we learn that what? The laws are what? Not done away with. Right. Christ came and increased it. And you're reading about one of the laws here, which is the law on marriage, which he came and what? Increased. You understand? Young man, if you have any question, you could just take yourself up mute or just raise your hand if you have any questions, right? Shalom. All right. Go ahead. Who reading it for me? Baz, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Verse 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication.
Except it be for what?
Fornication.
You understand? And what's fornication? Fornication is
unlawful sex.
Unlawful sex. Anything that dealing with unlawful sex will be grouped in with what? Fornication. And what are some type of fornication? One on the list is what? Adultery. You understand? What's another one?
Bestiality.
Yes. Another one.
Lesbianism, homosexual.
Yes. You understand? All those things are what?
Fornication.
Fornication. You understand? And this is grounds for a what?
Divorce.
For a divorce.
Slug.
Come on.
Slug. So I have a quick question on that, Bob Kashad. So is grounds for divorce. So like, if a brother comes home and sees his rib, you know what I'm saying, going at it with like a chimpanzee or something,
yeah,
obviously that's grounds for divorce.
Yeah.
Now, in the reverse, if a sister comes home and finds her husband going out with a chimpanzee, does she have grounds for divorce, or she just gotta take the L?
Precept.
So,
Come on.
Is it the woman is bound to the husband as long as he liveth?
No, okay. Okay, remember the question he asked, right? What
about the chimpanzee? Okay, Slocky.
Right. So Tabawan is asking if the woman walk in and the man is like tying fire to a chimpanzee. All right. Is that grounds for the sisters for a divorce for the sister?
Slovakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be. That was a bestiality back then. That was a punishment. I mean, an act punishable by like death. Not mistaken. So he get put to death for that. So
Okay.
she be loose from him anyway.
Okay, so today, bring it to today.
Come.
We're gonna chop his head off.
She had to go to the priests and prophets, and they determine, you know, what she may leave him or not. She had to go to a man of the Lord.
Yeah, you gotta be real. You gotta be specific on this. Is there any precept on a woman divorcing a man?
Yeah, I mean, Slocky, sir, would it like the unbelieving depart?
That's it. That's the only one you could give me.
It's the only one, right?
Yeah, that's the only one you could give me.
Salaki, sir.
But as go ahead.
I got a precept in Exodus, if I may.
Come on, let me hear.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 19. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death.
Right, he shall surely be put to death, right? But remember, when Christ came, now that brother, you know what I mean, he has what? He has what you call what?
Grace.
Yeah, grace. You understand? He had time to get himself right. Now, a priest is not going to kick any door and do what? Stone you to what? To death. You understand? To put you to death. That is a sin. What he did there was a sin. But That is, she can't leave that man. You understand? But for sure, he is going to have to be brought before the priest to face what? That judgment. You understand?
Come on.
Someone you clear that?
Come on. So Salak, is this the precept about one of the brothers said it. I'm saying about
Unbeliever.
Right. Like,
Find it. Get it from, I think that's Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, I think 7.
Come. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 14.
Go ahead.
Come. Verse 14. For the unbelieving husband and sanctified. Go up. 11 says, but if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
Come on.
This the book is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 10. And unto the married I command ye, not I, but the Most High. Let not the wife depart from her husband. Verse 11. But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband.
You understand what it's saying, right? So it's saying, if this woman leaves, right? If she depart, is for what? It's just for a what?
So like it's her for a time.
For a time. Maybe you all need to be separated just for a time. You're going at it. Somebody going, you know what I mean? Somebody going to end up getting hurt. Maybe you all just need to be separated just for a time. You understand? So that you all can miss each other. You know what I mean? You all could get, you know what I mean, some fresh air and come back. But you all have to what? Come back together.
So like I said.
Come on.
That's what my confusion is, because it says, I believe it says if she marry again, or I'm paraphrasing, she has to basically go back to her husband. Basically, she can't marry somebody else. But what if the sister's like, you know what, this dude done tie fire to a chimp? You know what? I'd just rather for the rest of my life, I'll just be alone. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay my tithes. I'll come to class, but I don't want to deal with this cat ever again. I don't want to even be married again. Can she say that, or does she she gotta be like with him again, no matter what?
Okay, what is this saying? She has a period of time to be away from him. You understand? She might be like, well, I'm not living with you again. You know what I mean? She could call and get that counseling, where she'll be told exactly what to do and how to do it. You understand? How to go about that life. You understand? And who knows? You know what I mean? Lord forbid that sound like a brother in the world, right? I would hate to him think about it, him fathom that's going to go on inside here. To hell with that. You understand? And who knows? This precept here is the one that you would use to show that, you know what I mean, this is the only grounds on how a woman could basically leave a man. Or so sorry, a man could leave a woman, basically. All right. I hope I ain't switching it to messing it up.
Slug it, sir.
Come on.
That's what's important, because that time of that separation is for him to get his stuff together. Like if she walk in, he's going to town on a chimpanzee or another man. Both of them are forms of bestiality. You haven't, women say, "Oh, I walked into my husband having sex with this animal, or this other guy." Well, then she separates from this man. He goes and gets counsel, try to work it out. The priest will determine if this brother's, back on his square or not. If he's not gay anymore, then they can reconcile back together. But she just can't go run off because of that. Because how many women are saying that they've seen this? It'll be a pandemic in Israel. Like, ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. And that's why it's so important that a woman, take her time and don't speed. You know what I mean? You got itching, in your drawers for somebody, and you just, go without that person, that male getting vetoed, or checked out, then you could be in a position like this. You understand? And it's going to be for the rest of your life. Now, a man, on the other hand, he could have what? More than one. You understand? More than one. He could have as many as he want. But a woman, she's only allowed to have what? One. That's it. You understand? So take your time. You come in here, sister, you come in here, do your 6 months. You understand? Take your time. Don't speed. Right? What the scripture said, the race is not for the what? For the swiftest. You understand? It's not for the swiftest. Just slow your roll. All right. Read on Kodam.
Come, sir. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 11. But and if she depart, let her remain unremarried and so like an unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put her away his wife.
Right? The husband, he just can't put her away. Like there has to be a reason, and that reason Christ gave you was what? Fornication. Right? Read on.
Verse 12. But to the rest speak I, not the Most High. If any brother hath a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
Right? Let him not put her away. So you have a sister, she not in the truth, but she don't give you a headache. She pleased to dwell with. You know what I mean? You go in your house, you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? It's nice. You dwell with her. Don't put her away. Read on.
Verse 13. And the woman which hath an husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
Right. This is a chimp lover. You understand? He, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Before the whole chimpanzee situation, you know what I mean? You will have a nice, you know what I mean, relationship going, everything fine. He's not in the school, he's not in the truth. All right. Then dwell with him. Read on.
Verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband.
Right now, listen to this good. Read on.
Else were else were your children unclean, but now are they holy.
You understand? Because you have a brother in the truth, that woman in the world could be clean. You understand? Just being with him. You know what I mean? Though that brother is in the world, you understand? And he has a woman in here, he has a chance to what? Be what? Clean. The kids also too. Right? Read on.
Verse 15. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart.
Hold on, what?
If the unbelieving depart, let him depart.
So if that man decides to do what? Leave. Then what? Let him go. He's an unbeliever anyway. He loved chimps. He didn't love you. Let him go. Right. You understand? Right? Likewise with the woman. You understand? She likes chimps. Let her go if she wants to go. Right? Read on.
A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases.
Right. In such cases, it's not under bondage. What does it mean by bondage?
So like I said, would that be the bondage of like the law?
Yes, the marriage law. Yes. Con. That's it. All right, Tabo, when you're clear on that?
Con. So like you said.
Go ahead.
So like I said, so the part where it says, that's the only part that was throwing me off, where it said in verse 11, where it says, but if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. So it's not really a or situation. It's like, that's just gonna happen.
Yeah,
it sounds like it's like she either got to do this or she got to do that.
Yeah, because what he trying to get you to understand? What is Paul trying to get you to understand? Where Paul getting this from?
From the Old Testament.
Go ahead.
Would it be the old, like also Thabo said, the Old Testament, sir?
No, because guess what? Moses did what? Moses gave you a bill of divorce. Where's Paul getting this from?
So, like, if I may, sir, he getting this from Yahushua.
Yeah, he getting this from Christ.
Come.
He just putting it in his own words, but it's the same thing. You understand? He is saying, if the woman wants to go, right? He's telling them to do what? This woman that you just read about here, Quadam, is this woman in the world or this woman in the truth?
Sluggy, sir, this woman will be in the world.
Read it one more time.
Okay, come. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 15. But if the unbelieving depart,
No, not that part. Talk about which part of talking about? Verse what? 11?
Verse 11, sir.
Verse 11.
Okay, come. Verse 11. But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband.
Right.
And let not the husband put away his wife.
Right. So he's telling you exactly what Christ said. Like you marry, even brothers in the world, you marry a woman, that's it. It should be, that's it. That's how it should be.
Come.
Right? Come, sir.
Right? So he is saying what? She can't leave. You can't leave her. But then he goes on to explain a little more on if she do decide to go and she's not in the truth, she's not in the school, she doesn't believe what you believe in, then do what?
Let her go, sir.
Type of one.
You say if she doesn't believe what you believe?
Yeah, she doesn't believe what you believe. She wants to leave the truth. What should you do?
Let her go.
Yeah, don't buy no roses, no chocolate cake. No, I'm sorry, baby. Don't leave. Please don't go. Let that hoe go. You understand?
Come.
Let her go. Good riddance. She can't cook anyway.
Right.
Let her go. You know what I mean? Right? Now, if she decides to stay, he's saying what? Then, you know what I mean? You all carry on as usual. Or he carry on as usual. You understand what I'm saying?
So with the part that says let her remain unmarried, is that basically just like what we was reading before about basically it's just saying like he can only reconcile with her if she ain't deal with somebody else?
Yes, that's the only time you can reconcile with her.
Come.
If she go deal with somebody else, what has she done?
So, committed adultery, out of one.
Or what you would say, fornication.
Come.
So, Lucky, sir.
Come on.
So, in a case like that, she departed. It's been for a while, but then she come back and say, "Well, I ain't laid with nobody else." You just got to take her at her word.
No, you could ask for a counsel and bring her before the priest.
But what if she's in the world? Like,
you can still do it. Bring her before the priest. You need truth, right?
Come.
You want to make sure that, remember, you want to make sure that you're not going back into what? A polluted land. Right?
Slakia.
Come on.
And that reminds me of the scripture. Like when brothers get a woman real quick, and y'all departed for 3 months, whatever. She come, well, I ain't sleep with nobody. I ain't do this or that. Well, in the Bible, remember, if you invoke this jealousy or you think so, you would bring her to the priest. They sweep up the floor, make her drink the concoction. Now, with spirit behind that, mostly is thing, if I may, sir, is like if the broad come and she's like, I ain't sleep with nobody, and she actually shows up and does it and doesn't throw up and all that, she's telling the truth. But most of these broads not even going to show up for it. So why would you even believe her?
Right.
I'm not going to counsel with a broad that said, "Oh, I didn't do anything. I've been gone for 3 months. I ain't had sex with nobody. Well, come with me to Cap Night. Let's have a counsel." No, I ain't doing that. You're a whore. You're done.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way you have to take it. If you're serious about it, that's the way you have to take it. You understand what I'm saying? You can't take her word for it because you've been taking her word for it, and look where it ended up. So now you're gonna have to bring her before the priest. You understand? So that questions could be asked. Let's see a phone. Oh, who number is this? Let me see a whole, give me a whole rundown. Let me talk to Tyrone. Oh no, you don't need to talk to Tyrone. We're just friends. Oh, okay. That's her what? Bringing up the dust that the priest give her spiritually. You understand?
Come.
Right? So she cannot, when they say he reconciled with her, that means now she has to not be with no other man. That's the only way they can actually be reconciled. You understand? Right? That's why when a sister comes in here, she what? She may have been with somebody else, right? But when she gets that, when that old person dies, was she early with somebody else? No. She's brand new. Just like you became brand new, she is what? Brand new. You understand?
Okay.
Right? Right? She ain't Mercedes or Benz no more. She's sisters such and such. You understand? All right? You're clear on that type of one?
Come on, sir.
You're clear on that, right?
Cut on one come.
So
Let these hoes go, man. We got camps to build.
Come
on.
So like I said, did you still want the one where it says the dog returning to his vomit?
Yeah, come on.
Come on, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
As a dog returneth to his vomit.
Right, as a dog returneth to his vomit. You ever see them dog? When them dog throw up, right? Something that was eaten and then settled good with them, they just throw it up. Right? So you see, as a dog returned to his vomit, read on.
So a fool returneth to his folly.
So a fool what?
Returneth to his folly.
Yes. You know what I mean? Let her go, man. You understand? She is trash. You understand? You're a priest of the Lord. Have some integrity. Have some morals. You understand? All right. Did we finish the one in my shoes? Or you finished the one in my shoes with Christ? Baz.
Come on, sir.
It's like, sir, if I could.
Come on.
I just had a question about the vomit scripture. We could also use that for say like a brother, he sell dope, he sell drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he do 10, 15 years and get back out and then do the same thing. Could we use that precept for that as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So like I said,
all of that's folly. Go ahead on, Baz.
Come on. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery.
Mm-hmm.
And whoso marrieth her which is put away, doth commit adultery.
Right. No. Tabon, this is my question to you. How does a man commit adultery?
A man commits adultery by having sex with a woman that belongs to another man.
Yes. And there's another way he does it also too.
Also, a man commits adultery by putting away his wife.
That's it. You understand? That's it. He puts away his wife. He is what? Without any of this, he is committing adultery, not her. You understand? He is doing it. Right? Read on Baz.
Verse 10. His disciples say unto him, if the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry. Verse 11. But he said unto them, all men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given.
Right? Why is he saying they can't receive this saying? All men can't receive it. Why? Kowal said it earlier on. Why?
So, like, what's the question, sir?
Right. Why all men can't receive this saying? What Christ was teaching. Right. He was teaching on what? Christ was teaching on what? On marriage, right?
Right.
Why Christ have to tell them you can't put away your wife except it be for this?
So like it because they was putting away their wives.
Why?
So because they would be in evil dragons.
Salaki, sir.
That is one of the most common reason. There's another reason why also too. Come on, Tabo One.
It's like, what was the question again, sir?
I'm asking why Christ has to teach on this. Why is he saying some men will not receive it?
Well, Salakia, because for one, just like now, back then there was fake Israelites who was Old Testament Israelites who was saying, we ain't listening to no Christ. We just doing what Moses said. Moses said you could write a bill of divorce, so that's what we're gonna do.
Right.
A lot of people were still doing that.
That's exactly what Lahab is saying. That's the most common.
Salaki, sir.
Common. Yeah, come on.
It's because what we was doing back then, we doing it today, which is why the prisons are filled with Black and Hispanic men, because we killing our brothers over, we killing each other.
Okay, that's exactly what I'll take that with what Lahab, what Tabo One is bringing out.
So, like, if I may, sir,
Come on.
it's because they don't believe, sir.
No, Kowal said it earlier on. Come on.
Salakia. Salakia.
Come on.
Because they were saying that they wasn't having sex and they wouldn't go to council.
No. Kowal, you remember what you were saying?
But because of monogamy.
Yes.
To monogamy. The church talk about monogamy. That's what the whole thing's about.
Yes, it's because of monogamy. Why? Because if you're teaching a man that he can only have one woman, what are you telling him? If he see Susie looking, nice, but he have, some chick on his hand, but to him, this woman is more attractive than what he has. What he has to do to get Susie?
It's a like it, sir. He got to divorce his wife to get Susie.
Yeah, he got to divorce his wife. And Christ trying to explain to them, you can't divorce this wife. Why?
Unless you have a cause, sir.
Yeah, unless you have a cause. And your cause can't be because what? You just find out she can't cook. You just find out she can't clean. You understand? You just find out something that, that turns you off from a woman. You just found it out. So guess what? She has to go, you want this one. This one suits you. No, you can't do that. You can only leave your wife only if she commits fornication. That's the only time. You understand? You again a big argument. She burn your clothes up that she buy for you. Guess what? Throw that in the trash, but that's your wife still. You understand? She taught your car. And you got done in time to out it out. And it's still, you gotta smell that burnt car. That's your wife. She take a knife to them 4 tires, Ark. That's your wife. You understand? Just like a woman has to be careful, you better be careful too. You understand? Because here we take sex very seriously.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
And that's the brainwashing also, not only with religion, but also with Hollywood and these movies, because they go look at Waiting to Exhale and they go cut all their goddamn hair off and set the car on fire, and they think that's the right thing to do because, of course, nobody has the truth, other than Isupk.
That's it. You understand? You know what I mean? She could get burnt in the process. That hair burnt. You have to lay down next to that burnt hair, Ark. You're gonna have to find some way to tie fire to that tail. You understand? That's your wife. You are only to leave her if she does what Sierra did. You understand? If Sierra went and slept with Future while she was with Russell Wilson, then Sierra, she's for the streets. You know what I mean? She ain't no housewife, Ark. She's for the streets. Let her go. All right, you all clear on that, right?
Con one con, sir.
Who? Nobody watching porn, right? Who watching porn? Raise the hand. Okay. Good. You're with me. Good. All right. Leave them hoes alone. You know what I mean? Your sister, let her come inside here. Let her sit her behind for 6 months. Clean herself up. Get her right, just like you got right. You understand? And then we'll take it from there. Let's see how it goes. You understand?
Come.
All right. Baz, that was it, right? On that one, right?
Come, sir.
All right. Any more questions?
Come, so we got a question in Durham.
Come on, Maya.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Perfect.
It's like I wonder if I can get a breakdown of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 22.
25 and 22. Ecclesiasticus.
Okay.
All right.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence.
This is, hey, watch me, brother. You are priest and prophet. I've been looking for this. I've been looking for this, brother, for the past 2 weeks. Read it one more time.
A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. So, like I said, is this talking about like a woman that I guess handles everything, or is like assuming the authority role in the relationship? Like it just is wearing and tearing her down.
Salakia.
You on it, but 1 minute, Cole. Give me a little more. You gotta explain it a little more. Break it all the way down for me.
Like, okay, so say if a woman, if she maintain her husband, meaning like she wearing the pants in the relationship, she calling all the shots. What she say goes, maybe.
I'll take that. You understand? I will take that. Right? She is assuming. Okay.
So, like, if I may, sir.
Come on.
In this scripture, I thought it, if I may, just to make sure we own it. I thought the scripture that's in front of it was saying if you take a woman and you marry her for her beauty, and you get to the point where you're trying to ask us to do certain things like in the relationship, that's not what she designed to do, because you marry her for her beauty. Or it's trying to maintain.
No.
Salakia, sir.
I don't care. You know what I mean? A man could have as what? Many women as he wants, right? He might have one that could cook as, you know, her tail off. Guess what? He love her for that. He might have one that could sew her tail off. You know what I mean? Do a ton of good things with her hand. He love her for that. That's their relationship. That's good. The problem is if this woman have to tell you, brother, we shouldn't take this money for the rent and go do what?
Just go drink or something.
Yeah, go to the strip club. Maybe you may want to pay the rent first before, you know what I mean, before we decide to go do this. She is doing what? She is maintaining him. She is the one taking care of him. She's the one that is, you know what I mean, trying to hold the house together. Because if you leave it up to this fool, guess what it'll be?
On the side of the road.
Yeah, on that bridge.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
She's like that sister that was trying to save her husband from King David when he didn't want to listen about King David coming through. That type of woman is just like that sister.
Yes. You understand? Where she has to maintain. So read it one more time.
Oh, Salaki, sir. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband,
Right. And what do the Christian church like to pull this precept and say?
Slagia, sir.
Uh-huh.
Like, if they even go into Ecclesiasticus, but some women I've heard use this to be like, and see, it ain't my job to be maintaining no man. I don't gotta cook, clean, do all that. Like 50-50, meet me halfway, and da. They don't even think that it's talking about what you just brought up about maintaining a man. I've heard women try to use this to get out of their, marital duties, or actually, catering to a man. This is not what the scripture's saying at all.
Yeah, what you're saying is good, but carry me to the meat of where these sisters will take this joker.
So lucky, sir.
Uh-huh. Come on.
If that man ain't got no job.
Yeah. Nigga, you need to get off the couch.
Right.
Stop playing them video games. Go get a job. You know what I mean? I'm bringing all the money inside here, and you know what I mean? And I have to, buy your drawers. You know what I mean? Buy food for you. You understand? Like they're taking this, they will take this all the way to what? To money. When this is not speaking about a woman bringing her check and giving it. It's not speaking about that. It's speaking about a woman literally making the decisions in the home. You understand? Right? No, read on. Read the other part of it.
Kamakan said, it's like it says, is full of anger, impudence, and much
She's
reproach.
full of what? She's full of anger. That woman wants you to what? To conquer her.
Right.
She wants that. She might, she might fight you on it. Because it's who you're fighting when you're fighting her.
A demon, sir.
Yeah, but bring it home.
It's like so you fight in America.
Yeah, you fight in America. That, I ain't maintaining you. That comes from America. You understand? I want to say the whole concept of their maintaining is money. It's based on money. You understand? Right? It ain't just, it ain't just money, sis. You go work. That's why will be a precept to cut this if they bring up money.
So like it, sir.
Uh-huh.
The help meet scripture.
Yeah, but
Slagia.
Uh-huh.
The virtuous woman.
Yeah, the virtuous woman. Because they say the virtuous woman will what? She'll go out there and do what? She'll make things happen. Right? Would you say that she's maintaining her husband? No. She is doing her job. She is taking care of her husband. She's taking care of her household. So that man, she bringing it home, and the man is what? Making decisions on what goes where and how it's going to go. You understand? But if you getting drunk every week, Ark, you understand? And she had to see you on the side of the road with a bone in your mouth and some stray dog fighting your face. Brother. She's gonna be what? She's gonna be full of what? Anger. You understand? You get drunk, and before you know it, your clothes is off and you're in the streets. And she had to come get you in the station with nothing on. Cop tell you had to bring some clothes for him. Bring some clothes for him. She is going to be what? She's going to be full of anger because she is what? She is maintaining you. She has to put what? A hedge around you, like a woman. You understand?
Sir.
And any more to that?
That's it on that, sir.
Right? And what does impudence mean?
It's like it says the impudence, the quality of being impudent.
Mm-hmm. What's impudent then?
Slucky, sir. Impudent is marked by contemptuous or cocky boldness or disregard of others, insolent, lacking modesty.
You understand? That loud mouth. Where's your man? F you. You understand? Loud mouth.
Slucky, sir. So a synonym. So synonyms that help them understand is audacious, bold, bold-faced, brash. What's the cocky, fresh, cheeky? What's the other one you just said? Clamorous.
So if you put that in a nutshell, this woman has what? She has no what? Somebody say it.
No shame, sir.
Yeah, she has no shame. She is a shameless dog. You understand? Because she don't care what comes out of her mouth. Right? What did Proverbs say about a loud mouth woman? She is what? She is clamorous and
She's
she what?
She's simple.
Yeah, she's simple. She knows nothing. You understand? She knows nothing. And a woman that has to maintain her man, she's going to be full of anger. She's going to be impudent. What type of woman is it describing here for you? Come on.
Salaki.
Uh-huh.
Christian church?
Yeah, that Christian woman.
Right. Salaki, sir.
Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. and at home, nigga, you better not touch the food that I just made. That's for Reverend so-and-so. Come on.
Salaki, sir. They let the Christian church would precept that with if a man don't work, he don't eat scripture.
Right, but what we know that to be? Get that. Pull that for me. Let's get the A on that for real.
So like it, sir, if I could,
Uh-huh.
I want kind of on the topic. It's not a sin for a man to love one wife more than the other, right?
What you mean?
Like, you know how in first, I think it's First Samuel where, and it kind of said it in this way. It's like, and I'm just paraphrasing. That Samuel had two ribs, but he loved one and hated the other one. He had two ribs, but is it safe to say that like you may have two ribs, but you may want to be more with the other rib than the other one?
Okay. It's
you're still doing your duties, like you're still gonna be with that rib, and you still guiding her and doing the, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to get to understand is this: a man is just not going to love one more than the other unless that one that he loves less is being a bitch. Excuse my language. You understand what I'm saying?
Kind of.
Right? It is not a sin for a man to love one woman more than the other, but he better have a goddamn good reason.
Slack, sir, if I could.
Come on.
Wouldn't with that like scenario, wouldn't the sin only come into play if because he hates that woman, if she were to bear his first child and he choose not to give the inheritance to his firstborn because it's of that woman, then that's what a sin would come into play, right? Because he hates that woman.
Yes, and there's a precept in look it up. If you hate you hate it, the first one. All right.
Slucky, sir.
Come on.
Can we use Exodus 21:10? Basically, you know,
read it for me.
If he take him another wife,
her
food, her raiment, and duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So you go get another rib. You can have favorites all you want in your head, but you can't do what the scripture said. You can't diminish what you was doing with the first wife.
Right. So in other words, give me one word.
Favorites. You can't
starts with an N.
Neglect.
Yes, you can't neglect your first wife.
Right. And so he's saying love, is it okay for you to love is an action. So
Right.
you going to buy this one a car. I'm not even going to use that because she might need a car, other one might not. But
Right.
you through your actions, long as you're not doing what this scripture, like as far as her raiment, her duty of marriage, shall he not diminish?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do that.
You-
So
you-
it's lucky.
Yeah, you can't do that. Meaning this, you can't neglect that woman. You know what I mean? Then you'll be no less than a Christian man.
So
You know what I
Salaki,
mean?
sir.
Let's say go join the church. You understand what I'm saying? Come on.
Salaki, sir, if I may, I heard General Hyman break this down one time. He was like, having multiple ribs is no different than having multiple children.
Yeah,
you love them, you feed them, you do them all.
Yes, but it could also be to where you have kids and one is just simple than the other one. What you gonna do? You're gonna pass the inheritance on to that simple Negro? Where he gonna sell it and leave the family? You know what I mean? No. You understand what I'm saying? But you're right with that. But to answer Lahab question, you know what I mean? You better have a good reason for it. If there's no good reason for it, you're gonna have to answer in here. In here, you're gonna have to answer in here on why you treating this sister this way. What it is. You don't like what she burned the rice? Brother, you're gonna have to get over that. She ain't cook your steak right. You're gonna have to get over that. She ain't clean the house. You're gonna have to get over that. You understand what I'm saying? Once she is not causing, you know what I mean, you telling her, yo, don't go here with these friends. She listening. Then, you know what I mean, you had to really give me a good excuse. Especially if she bring it before the priest. You gonna have to have a good excuse. Why are you treating this sister with hate? You love this one, but you don't love this one. Why? We got to figure it out. And then the sin might be on what? On you. The fault might be with what? With you, not with her. You understand? Lahab, you understand, right? Right, but what Shabayala was saying is correct. You have more than one wife, it's just like having more than one child. It's just having children. You're gonna love all of them what? The same.
Salakia, sir. Maybe I meant maybe the word love is not the word I should have used. I meant more like
favor.
Yeah, like a favor or like an effect in an affectionate way. I meant to say more like that.
No, you're gonna have to treat all of them the same way. If you have that favor, keep that in your head. Keep that somewhere in deep in the back of your mind.
Well, that's Salakia. That's what I'm talking about. More than so, that's what I'm talking about. Like how you don't show that to women. I'm just saying more so like in your heart, like in your mind.
Yeah, what I'm saying is whatever is in there, you're gonna come on. So keep it, you know what I mean, way in the back where you forget things.
You
understand? And treat them the same way.
You
know what I'm saying? Don't even think about, okay, well, this is my favorite because, you know what I mean, there's a reason why. You understand? Like you ain't crazy. You ain't a nutcase. All right, come on.
So like, if a man got more than one wife, like, cause I feel like, not for Slaki, but if a sister try to be like, oh, you spending, you don't spend as much time with me, or you was with her for 36 hours, you was only with me for 30 hours or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, is it to the point where a brother, like, if he got more than one wife, he got to have like a schedule, like meticulously, like, okay, so I was with this one for 24 hours and 10 minutes. I got to make sure I'm with this one for 24 hours and 10 minutes, or I'm going to counsel. Like, is it to that point, or is it just like, yo?
Okay, sometimes it might get to that point, but for if you do go down that path, I would suggest you get counsel. You understand on it? Because not every, you know what I mean, it might be, you know what I mean, something might need to, you know what I mean, be taken care of. You
Okay.
understand? And you'll get all that out in counsel, right?
Okay.
But this scripture that Kowal is reading, where it talks about it shouldn't what? It shouldn't diminish if you go get another wife.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? No, when it comes to, you know what I mean, time, as I say, yeah, it may not be time, and you may need counsel to bring that out. It's not time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It might be the sister just don't like what you having another woman. It had nothing to do with time. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Me. But all that we brought out in counsel. You know what I mean? Your time for sure is going to have to be what? Divvy up. It's just like you have kids. Some kids, you know what I mean? You may spend more time with this kid, but does that mean you like this kid more than this kid? No. This kid might require more attention right now than this kid. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't mean you don't love your kids, all of them the same way. You love all of them the same way. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that whole thing with time and, you know what I mean, you can get counseling on that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So like you said,
come on.
If I could, just one last thing on the topic, just so I'm making sure I understand it. I'm trying to understand what Officer Lahab was saying, because let's say the same thing with kids, right? Like you might have 3 kids, right? And you might have grown up and been the biggest, Knick fan or whatever basketball team, football team fan in the world. And there's one son that you got 3 sons, but one son, he loves the same football team you love. He just want to do everything you do. Just like y'all more alike. So you might gravitate to him a certain way. You love all your kids, but you gravitate to him a certain way. Whereas the other one, he like the football team that you hate. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't really do the things you do the same way. You know what I mean? So you still love him, but it's just if somebody was to say, you know what I mean, like, yo, which of your sons? Like, yo, that son right there. I love all my sons, but this particular one is just more like me. Me and him, we can talk a certain way because we like the same stuff. We have the same interests and so on. Is that I guess that's like, is that wrong to be like, say with a wife too? Like I might have one wife where, man, she like the same shows I like and everything. So whenever we hang out, it's just easy. With another wife, she might like some horrible TV show, but I'll be like, all right, babe, let's watch it. But I can't stand it. Still do it because that's my wife. I'm gonna do my job. But with one wife, it's a little bit more easy to do. Is that, do you have to rectify that, or is as long as you're doing your duty, you good?
Okay, as long as I would say as long as you're doing your duty, right? But as I say, those things you may, you know what I mean, you may require some marriage counsel, depends on the situation. You understand what I'm saying? But to say you treating one better than the other, you have to be very careful with that.
Yes, sir.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If I may, I got a precept. If I may,
come on.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. So, with going with what we're saying, it might be some wives that's just more knowledgeable on how to be a better wife than some, but you still got to give. You got to honor her and acknowledge her as the weaker vessel. Like meet her where she is, so to speak.
Yeah, but this is more so, you know what I mean, is you, what you like. You understand what I'm saying? You might get a wife and she could, you know what I mean, she could wash real good. Love her for that. She's your favorite for that. You have another one, she could cook good. Love her for that. The same way I love the one that clean your clothes.
Okay.
You understand? Just think like this. Give me where it talks about the gifts. But it's one body. It make reference to us being one body. This person might be what? This person might be an arm. This person might be an eye, but it's what? One body eye. You understand? All right. If not,
Sluggy, I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 12, and 12, I believe. 12. For as the body, Slack it. My phone is kind of cracked. For as the body's one and hath many members, and
Has
all
what?
many members.
All right, it's like this. Your body is one, but it has many what?
Members.
So now, should I love my arm more than my leg? Should I love my eye more than my hand or my toes? No. You understand what I'm saying? Unless my arm causes me to sin, what should I do?
Salaki out of one.
If
them legs don't work, I depend on them arms more than I do them legs. They just, like a paraplegic or, somebody that's quadriplegic, they would depend on other body parts more so than others.
Okay, but would you want to be a paraplegic?
Sir.
Right. That's your point.
And you still need those two legs for aesthetics. I'd rather have two legs hanging off a wheelchair than none.
Okay, I rather have everything. I rather have one whole body. You understand? That's what it's saying. You understand? Read it.
Khan. 1 Corinthians 12 and 12. For as the body's one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Christ. Verse 13.
All right. So also is Christ. So now you're going you just like, okay, it's like with the Lord, right? Does the Lord have a favorite people? A favorite tribe?
Come on.
What's your favorite tribe?
Israel, sir. You said a favorite tribe out of Israel? You said people first. Oh, Salaki, I thought you said people. Never mind.
All right. His favorite people is Israel. You understand? He loves Israel. You understand? He ain't picking and choosing. You understand? Right? He choose what? He choose Judah to be the what? The head tribe. Or where Christ come out from. All right? That's his choice. But does that mean he loves Judah more than Ephraim? Or Ephraim more than Benjamin? No. He loved them all.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
That's heavy. That's heavy what you're bringing out, because I mean Judah might not be able to build a house better than Isupk.
Yeah, we need.
However, Khan.
That's it. You understand? But now, if you have a dragon at home, Ark, would you want to spend time with a dragon? No. You want to spend time with a lamb, with something that, you know what I mean, you could lay down next to and not, you know what I mean, have no fire braid on your neck or in your ears. You understand? Now it's going to be clear who your favorite is. Your favorite is this sister because she's quiet. She don't talk out of turn. She listens to everything you have to say. She does everything you have to say. You understand? Now there is a difference, right? Give me the scripture where it says one sister is better than the other.
It's like, sir, when you get a chance, there's a question online, sir.
Mm-hmm. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I think it's in Ecclesiasticus.
Khan Slaki, sir. Ecclesiasticus 36:21.
Go ahead.
A woman will receive every man.
A what?
A woman will receive every man.
A woman will receive every man. You have one eye. You have one eye, no eye. She wants you. You understand? You have 1 foot, no hand. She wants you. You understand? Read on.
Yet is one daughter better than another.
Is one daughter better than the other? I'm asking a question.
No, Slakia, sir. This is saying it is Slakia. I may have pulled the wrong one.
No. Go ahead. This is it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Slakia, sir. Ecclesiastes 36:21 from the top. A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another.
Yes. Is one daughter better than another? Yes. That's why you're going to have to what? Choose right, Akim. Choose it. You could have 10 beautiful wives or 10 dragons. Choose.
That's right.
You could have one beautiful wife. You understand? Or 5 dragons. You better choose right.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I had a precept with that, if I may.
Come on.
Khan. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 9. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
Yeah, you better choose the right one. There's one sister better than that. There's a sister that's better than that. All right? Come on. So you're good with that, right? Tabon, what's the question?
Salakia. The question was, obviously, Rock sent the question. I think it's from somebody else. It was related because when we were talking about, we were having a conversation about adultery and all those things. The question is, aren't all sexually active women married in the world? And he sent me something to clarify it a little bit. Basically, the question is, if sex is marriage, then every woman in the world who has had sex is married to someone.
Yes.
So how can we marry women that refuse to be born again in the truth? So we talked about the part where it says the unbelieving woman.
No, don't go too fast. I'd follow.
Come on, sir.
Right.
So Salakia, a woman in the world who she's in the world, right? And she knows you in the truth. So she might be down not to come into the truth, like the scripture we read about the unbelieving woman, unbelieving wife or husband. She's not coming into the truth, but she, says the brother talked to her and she like him or whatever. But since she would only be available for marriage because she comes into the truth and is whoever she had sex with before, she didn't really have sex with because she's born again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I understand. Okay, I understand what you're asking, right?
Okay.
Okay, you're saying that a sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
For her to remarry, she has to come into the truth.
Well, I'm not saying that she has to. What I'm saying is that, or how do you reconcile the two things? Because if in order for a woman to be available for marriage, she can't be married to somebody else.
Right.
That's adultery.
Right.
So, and as you said, when a woman comes into the truth, she gets her name and everything. She's born again. So whoever she has sex with in the world, this new creature didn't have sex with them.
Right.
Which is why we can marry her. But let's just say, a sister who doesn't come into the school, she's not born again.
Right.
So how then can we
marry her?
Can a brother in the school marry a sister who doesn't come in the truth, basically, based on that?
That's in Corinthians. We just read it.
Come.
They both are what? The woman who is in the world, who is married to that man in the world, they are considered what in Corinthians?
Salaki, sir. Sanctified.
No. They're in the world. The both of them in the world. What are they considered in Corinthians?
Unbelieving.
Yes, they are unbelievers. So if this woman had a man and he decides to depart, then guess what? She could do what?
Salaki, she could be born again.
She could be born again. But Tabawan is saying she's not in the school.
She doesn't want to come to school.
You understand?
I don't want Khan.
She's a non-believer. You understand? That's why I'm telling you, be very careful.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
So basically, in the world, she didn't think she was married anyway.
Right.
So Salaki. Salaki too, sir. Could we use the precept? I'm not sure if I'm reaching, but the precept when Christ was talking to that woman who said, you got 5 husbands, and the one you have now ain't even your damn husband.
Right. Because she was a hoe.
Right. She out here just like the woman not in the school. They're hoes. They don't
Yeah.
believe in this Bible. The woman that Christ told her, I think it's John 4 and 16. It says, Yahweh said unto her, Go call thy husband and come hither. And 17, the woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahweh said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband, for thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband, and saidest thou truly.
Right. No, that's good. But to get to tab 1 point, right? With that woman, if that woman is not in the school and she has a man that was in the world and she leaves that man, and that man, or I should say, both of them leave each other. They leave. They're no longer together. This woman could do what? She can remarry, right? But I would tell you, be very careful, Akim. That's why when we tell you, you go get a woman, you better ask who she was with before. You better try and speak to that brother who she was with before. You better see if she's willing to even give up the digits. If she ain't willing to give up the digits, then guess what? Either you let her go or you let her come into the school all the way. You understand? And then let it be decided. You understand?
Come on. So Salakia.
Come on.
So basically, you know, even though in the world they don't really, you know, they're not aware of this Bible because they're unbelievers. You know, if this, even though this might have been the last person she had sex with, if this cat ain't dealing with her for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, like they not dealing with each other, you know what I'm saying, then she would be considered to be, you know, like free from that, but she don't got to stay with him or try to go back to him. She can get with a brother in the school, like a brother can marry her.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, be very careful.
Come on. Yes, sir.
That's why she could have just broken. She could say she broke up with him, but she didn't tell you how long.
Right.
You don't know because you ain't asking. You just going headstrong in.
Come on.
And before you know it, the brother wanna talk to you. You're gonna be in some trouble. You know what I mean? You better bring her in here. Let her sit her behind in class and let her learn. And it's going to be revealed whether she has a man or she don't have a man, whether she's for you or she's not for you. Just give it time, Akim. Don't rush it. Okay, remember, you lay down with that. That's it for life. You can't now tell a brother, sorry, here is your woman back. No. That trash is yours. And that trash becomes commanding during your hand, a trash that he had to take care of. You understand? All right? Be very careful. All right? So you could ask him if you're clear on it. All right?
Come on, sir. This is also another question.
Come on.
Still on the topic of wives. This also was sent in by Officer Rock. So Salaki, sir, what is your take on this is a quote, if a priest does not marry because his first wife would flip out? I think basically the idea that, you know, what about a brother who is basically afraid to get another wife because of what his first wife might say?
I'm one West. I don't even fathom that thinking. I'm one West. She could be how, you know what I mean, how irritated. Leave, then leave. Go. Good riddance. I'm gonna get 10 more. She's not going to decide who I sleep with. Guess who's going to decide who I sleep with? Commander Johanna.
That's right.
He gonna be fact. Leave that alone. You may not want to deal with that. She ain't, you know what I mean? She ain't, you know what I mean? She ain't, you all incompatible. Leave that alone. You understand? I'm going to come in here and I'm going to let the men of God decide who I sleep with. She is not going to do that. You understand? Right? And either she get with it right now or she gets with it when Christ returns. But she gonna have to get with it. All right, so cry, boo-hoo, cry. All right, come on. Any more?
Oh, that was it, sir.
All right. Just quickly, right? I know today's supposed to be a history class, right? Now with Labor Day, where Labor Day comes from? What's the
Lock it,
significance
sir.
of Labor Day? Mm-hmm.
If I may, Labor Day comes from oppressor unions rallying together against black people for construction jobs. If I read it up on it correctly, those were good jobs, like the higher paying jobs. And so the union, the Caucasian unions, was coming together to make sure those good jobs only stayed within the Caucasian community, and the minorities or the so-called black people or Hispanics wouldn't be able to get those type of good jobs with those type of benefits. So they came up. I know it all stemmed from some of the work unions of Caucasian, people.
Right. So it started, I think, in 1882 or something like that. Right. But now today they bring it to the point where they include everybody in it, right? Now, Tabo, could you pull up, Google it, put it up on your screen? Let's see give a little bit on it. I think that's
history of Labor Day.
Yeah, that's Labor Day.
Okay.
All right, but Shibaya, he's on it. All right. Let's get a little bit on it. As we know, we should not be celebrating no Labor Day. Labor Day was not given to us by the Most High to celebrate. Right? These are days that were made by who? By a slave master. You understand? And these are days given to to a slave. All right. Now, while Tabo one doing that, right? Just quickly, right? What would be our Labor Day? What would be parallel to our Labor Day? Come on.
The Sabbath, sir.
Yes, that's what the Lord gave us. The Sabbath. That's our Labor Day, and we have Labor Day every sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. Right? Good. So it's almost parallel to that. Right? When the Lord gave us what? Find it for me. Give me Genesis, where he say he rested on the seventh day. Genesis 2? No, 1 and 2. 2 and 3. Genesis 2 and 3, somewhere around there.
Slug is Genesis 2 and 2.
Go ahead.
And on the seventh day, the Most High power ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made.
He rested on all his work which he had made. Any more on that?
Khan 23. It's like it. Verse 3. And the Most High blessed the seventh day.
And he what?
Blessed the seventh day and
sanctified it. All right. And as we know, Sunday is not the seventh day. The Lord never blessed Sunday. That's a Catholic church. That's a Christian church. The Lord never blessed that day. The seventh day is sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. You understand? He blessed it and sanctified. Read on.
Because that in it he had rested from all his work.
He had what?
He had rested from all his work.
Right.
Which
he
the
had
Most High
rested
created.
from all his work. You understand? But now you have a slave master that is nigh unto us being in where? In Egypt. You understand? Read a little bit on it on Tabo 1.
Come on.
Everything on it?
This is what's this, sir?
Go ahead.
Come on. This is the history of Labor Day, a United States holiday from the Britannica Encyclopedia. Labor Day in the United States and Canada, holiday, first Monday in September, honoring workers and recognizing their contributions to society. In many other countries, May Day serves a similar purpose. Labor Day is celebrated on Monday, September 5th, 2022. In the United States, Peter J. McGuire, a union leader who has founded the
Tabon, I think with Labor Day, I think it just says the first Monday in
September.
So it may not always fall on the 5th. Right? It can fall on some other date, right? But it's the first Monday in September, right? Read on.
In the United States, Peter J. McGuire, a union leader who had founded the United Brotherhood of Carpenters in 1881, is generally given credit for the idea of Labor Day.
You understand? And this is your Caucasian or your oppressor's way of giving their workers what? Some form of what? Rest. You know what I mean? Some form of recognition. But we already have, the Lord already laid it out in the Bible for us. You understand? Our day of rest is that Sabbath. You understand? Our day, whatever we choose to do on that day, you understand? We can do it. That rest just means what? Come on.
No, Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
No servile work to our slave masters.
Yes, no servile work to our slave masters.
Salaki, sir, if I may.
Come on.
And Labor Day, they added the reason why they have it on Monday like that, because they try to extend the weekend, like you said, like you bring it out so heavy. They try to extend the weekend when, like you said, the Most High already gave us our Sabbath.
Yeah, you understand? Like we you know what I mean. But he trying to adopt his, you know what I mean, his way of, you know what I mean, having, you know what I mean, time off from his job, because he's an evil slave master, wicked. The Lord already laid the ground rules on, you know what I mean, on your day of rest from your, you know what I mean, you being a servant. You know what I mean? Your employer couldn't get you to come in on those days. Does that mean you couldn't cook? No, you could cook on the Sabbath. You understand? You just couldn't what? You just couldn't cook for your what? For your employer on the Sabbath. You understand?
Okay.
That's how that, you know what I mean? Sabbath was made for what? Find out for me. The Sabbath was made from for man, not man for the Sabbath, I believe. I hope I'm paraphrasing it correctly. In the New Testament, where Christ said it.
Like I want.
Come on.
Mark chapter 2 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath.
Right. You understand? Not man for the Sabbath. Like what they're trying to make us do by having us celebrate Labor Day is now we're not acknowledging what? Our Sabbath. We're not even acknowledging it. But we're going to acknowledge your so-called oppressor Labor Day. We're going to buy grills. We're going to buy hot dogs. You understand? Pork. We're going to buy all this to acknowledge his day, which is evil and wicked according to the Lord. You understand? Any more on the tab on?
Just a little bit more, sir, on the history. In 1882, he suggested to the Central Labor Union of New York that there be a celebration honoring American workers. On September 5th, some 10,000 workers under the sponsorship of the Knights of Labor held a parade in New York City. There was no particular significance to the date, and McGuire said that it was chosen because it fell roughly halfway between the 4th of July holiday and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so as I said, this is a Caucasian day. Let the Caucasians have the day. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, let us observe the Sabbath. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We got Sabbath service when in Durham, 9 a.m. to about 11 a.m.
Okay.
In Fayetteville, from what time? 8 a.m. to about what? 10 p.m. 10 a.m.
Kind of what kind, sir?
And then in Charlotte, Annapolis, from 9:30 to what? 11:30.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Come out and celebrate that. You know what I mean? Don't get done with this Labor. This Labor Day is, you know what I mean, is trash to the Lord. Right? Give me, last one, Amos, what? 5 and what? 21? All right, give me that last one, Amos 5 and 21. Anybody have it?
Khan.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days. and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Right? You up there trying to, give thanks to the Lord for this pork chop you eating on the grill. He don't want to hear that. You understand? He does not want to hear that. He doesn't want to what? Smell it. It's disgusting. He hates your feast days. And Labor Day is just one of your disgusting feast days that he hates. Let your oppressor celebrate that, not you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Any more?
Law, sir.
That's it, right? You have any questions before I pass the class over to the priest in Fayetteville? Any questions?
No, nothing online, sir.
Slug it real quick. What got you online, sir, about the Nashville cookout?
When is the Nashville cookout? September 28th, right?
28th through the 1st, sir. The 2nd, that's Sunday. Ends that Sunday with a Jack Daniels tour.
Okay. Most High in Christ. So yeah, so you all want to come out and support it. That's our region cookout. You know what I mean? And we gonna definitely have to reach out to Nashville to see if they want any assistance. All right. And if you are planning on going, just just say. Just send me, put it in the chat if you are planning on going. You are trying to get down there. And let's come together and get down there. You understand?
Come, sir.
All right. All right. So who's the guard in Fayetteville?
I am, sir. Officer Bankayal.
All right. With that, I'm going to pass the class over to Prison Officer Bankayal.
Men of Israel, Imajim. I'm going to salute cap out. Imajim Shabbat.
Hold on. Yeah, young man, you want to... Yeah, that's it.
Son of Christ.
My name Shabbat.
Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakathah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakathah.
Yadamatah. Star. Men of Israel, render one's courtesy salute to the sisters. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Shema Yadamatah. Yashab, everybody have a seat. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means tenth in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. That's 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming holy convocation is the memorial blowing of trumpets. It's the first day of the 7th month, which is Sunday, September 25th, according to the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, Salakia, chapter 23, verses 24 and 25. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, heads, shirt, pants, and headband and scarf, Salakia. And with that, class is dismissed, man.